To take care of their plants, many people invest in automatic irrigation systems to save time and effort. However, professional irrigation systems are often quite expensive, and it can take a long time to recover the investment. But very few people know that. A plastic bottle that seems completely useless can actually be turned into an automatic drip irrigation system, keeping your plants supplied with water for days while costing almost nothing. It helps keep your plants consistently hydrated, even when you're away from home for several days. No need to buy an expensive irrigation system. No electricity required. No pump required. With just a few simple materials, you can significantly reduce the amount of water you use, spend less time watering your plants each day, and still have peace of mind whenever you're away. Hello, I'm Max. In this video, I'll show you how to build a homemade automatic watering system using only simple, easy to find, and very inexpensive materials. Actually, there are two ways to make an automatic watering system using plastic bottles. But since this video is already a bit long, I'll cover the second method in another video. So, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, watch carefully. And if there's anything you don't understand, feel free to leave your question in the comments below. This method is called the automatic plastic bottle drip irrigation system using an IV drip set. Before we begin, prepare the following materials. 1 empty 0. 5-gallon plastic bottle with a screw cap. 1 sturdy rope or nylon cord approximately 16 inches long. 1 IV drip set, including the spike, drip chamber, tubing, and flow control valve. 1 utility knife or a pair of sharp scissors. All right, now let's get started, one step at a time. There are a total of 6 steps, so listen carefully. Step 1. Make a refill lid for the bottle. First, use a sharp knife to cut around approximately 80% of the bottle's bottom, leaving about 20% uncut to act as a hinge. Once finished, the bottom section of the bottle will work like a hinged lid that can be opened and closed easily whenever you need to refill the bottle with water. Simply open this bottom flap without taking the entire system down, making it much more convenient to use. Step 2. Make the hanging strap. Next, make 2 holes directly opposite each other, just below the cut you just made. Each hole only needs to be large enough for the rope to pass through. Thread both ends of the rope from the outside into the bottle. Then tie secure knots on the inside. When filled with water, the bottle will weigh about 4.4 pounds. So, make sure to check the knots carefully to ensure the bottle can hang safely throughout use. Step 3. Prepare the bottle cap. Now, use a heated nail, a small drill bit, or another pointed tool to make a hole in the exact center of the bottle cap. Make sure the hole is slightly smaller than the spike of the IV drip set. This will allow the connector to fit tightly into the cap, helping prevent water leaks and air from entering the bottle. Step 4. Install the IV drip set. Next, push the spike of the IV drip set through the hole in the bottle cap. Push gently while twisting slightly until the connector fits tightly into place. Then, inspect the entire length of the tubing to make sure it isn't kinked, twisted, or pinched anywhere, because that can reduce the water flow. At this step, fully open the flow control valve so the tubing can fill with water easily after you add water to the bottle. Once you've completed this step, the assembly process is finished. And if you're still watching the video and have stayed with me until this point, please remember to subscribe to the channel to support me and encourage me to create more helpful and valuable videos. Thank you so much. Step 5. Hang the bottle in the right position. Once the system is fully assembled, hang the bottle about 12 to 24 inches above the ground. This system operates entirely by gravity, so the bottle must always be positioned higher than the end of the tubing, so the water can drip steadily. Next, place the end of the irrigation tube about 2 to 4 inches away from the base of the plant. You should not place the tubing right against the stem because concentrating too much water around the base for a long period of time can increase the risk of root rot and fungal diseases. Finally, open the bottom flap of the bottle and fill it with clean water. Step 6. Adjust the drip rate. Now, simply use the flow control valve on the IV drip set to adjust the amount of water dripping out for most vegetables, herbs, flowers, and potted plants. You can start with a drip rate of about 1 drop every 5 to 15 seconds. If the weather is hot, windy, or your soil drains quickly, you should increase the drip rate. On the other hand, if your soil retains moisture well, or your plants don't need much water, reduce the drip rate to avoid wasting water. After the first few hours, check the soil moisture. If the soil is still too dry, open the valve a little more. If the soil is too wet, reduce the water flow until you find the right level for your plants. All right, you've now completed all 6 steps, and you have your very own automatic watering system. At this point, you're probably wondering, how long can this system water my plants, right? A bottle holding about 0.5 gallons of water can usually provide a continuous water supply for about 1 to 3 days. The actual duration will vary depending on the drip rate you set, the temperature, wind conditions, soil type, and the water needs of each plant. Under normal weather conditions, if you set the drip rate to about 1 drop every 10 to 15 seconds, a 2-liter bottle will usually provide a continuous water supply for about 2 days before it needs to be refilled. This is a very simple drip irrigation system that operates entirely by gravity. So it requires no electricity, no pump, and has virtually no operating cost. With just a few easy-to-find materials, you can build an effective watering system that saves water, reduces the time you spend caring for your plants, and keeps them consistently hydrated, even when you're away from home. Personally, I really like this method. It saves me a lot of money, effort, and time. At this point, you've completed your very first automatic watering system using only simple materials at virtually no cost. I hope this method helps you spend less time caring for your plants. Use water more efficiently and keep your plants healthy and thriving every day. Every plastic bottle you reuse is also a small step toward reducing waste, protecting the environment, and helping create cleaner, safer food for you and your family. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and like. Also, feel free to share your experience or leave any questions you have in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.